From the standpoint of academia, from people who are working on research and teaching undergraduates and having graduate students at the university, this program, Bridge the Gap, has been very important to start the process of literally bridging the gap between people who are generating ideas and information and data that are of concern to businesses and those people in business who need this information, who need new graduates to fill the workforce and so forth. And as far as I could tell when I began looking around, nothing like this really exists. There really is no direct bridge or bridges that allow researchers and scientists in STEM to talk with, to share ideas with those in business. And I think it's a very important bridge that we have begun constructing. So I think this exercise that we've had for this initial phase of Bridge the Gap has been amazing. I mean, it started out with this idea that a few people had and said, gee, what if we got business people and academics together in one room at the Salt Lake Chamber? And I think what it developed into was something that surprised us all. It surprised me. I learned so much about what it is that business people really want from our undergraduates who graduate. I thought, and my colleagues all thought, well, they want content. They want them to know math and science and biology and chemistry. But it turns out, well, of course they want that, but in addition, and perhaps even more importantly, what they want are students to have soft skills, professional skills, the ability to think critically, to work in groups, to problem solve. And that is actually a priority over knowing the ins and outs of the particulars of the computer program that they might use. And for me, that was a revelation, and I brought that message back to my faculty, and I said, guess what, guys? We need to put this in all of our classes. We need to put these kinds of skills in as well. I think the other major outcome was that business folks and academic folks sitting around the table drinking coffee in the morning realized that we're all interested in the same thing. We're all interested in learning and making the world a better place, in helping our young people have good lives, that prosperous lives, that do so in a way that doesn't hurt the environment. And so our attitudes, academics' attitudes about, oh, business people, all they're after is money and so forth, I know that sounds terrible, and business people's attitudes about, oh, all academics care about is their esoteric research, it turned out, I think, that we kind of exploded those myths. And myth explosion is a good darn thing to have when you're trying to help the world and help your kids get a good job and make a good community. So for me, it was a beginning. It was a wonderful beginning, and I feel I can call up any one of the business people who are represented in those morning breakfast times, and I believe that they can call me up and my colleagues up, and we can not just start the conversation, but continue it in a way that benefits both of us.